Remember those genetically altered mutts that chased after tributes in the Hunger Games series? Or the mockingjay that became the symbol of rebellion against the Capitol? Just like in the movies, some crossbred animal species in real life are a product of natural instinct, but others are a result of man playing God. Today, we're rounding up the 10 most unique hybrid animals that actually exist. What's up, Ecnetics? Welcome to Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Stay glued to your screens because our number one pick is something you'd only see in sci-fi movies. Prepare to be amused. Number 10. Coydog. What do you get when you cross man's best friend with one of the fiercest predators in the wild? A coydog, or dogote if you're nasty. This coyote/dog hybrid is relatively safe to keep as pets. It's a wonder, though, how coydogs started existing since dogs and coyotes have different breeding seasons. Not to mention the coyotes hate dogs in general. However, in pre-Columbian Mexico, coydogs were deliberately bred because coyotes were deemed to be a superior canine species. Because the dog parent can come from any type of breed, coydogs don't look the same, but they all have similar traits like thick and bushy downward bent tail, a dark coat color, long triangular ears, and a white face mask that is reminiscent of the coyote gene. If you want a coydog for a pet, it's important to note that they have different temperaments. Unlike puppies, they're neither energetic nor playful, but require a large space where they can expand their rough energy. Keep watching because you'll surely have a whale of a time with our number one entry. Number 9. Zedonk. Can you guess our next animal combo by its name? A zebra and donkey, of course. Zedonks are considered a rare breed because zebras and donkeys don't usually mate, but it could happen when they are in close proximity with each other. These creatures typically have thick necks and a brown coat from its donkey mom, along with some stripes on its legs that it got from its dad. They are social and curious animals and can live up to 20 years. At the Chestatee Wildlife Preserve in Georgia, a Zedonk named Pippi has been attracting tourists from all over the world, and it's easy to see why. Just look at it nursing its donkey mama. It's the cutest thing. Number 8. Wholphin. So this next crossbreed might not exactly be a hybrid in the truest sense of the word. Talk about identity crisis. Meet Cama, one of the main stars at Hawaii's Sea Life Park, which is the only known living hybrid of a false killer whale and a bottlenose dolphin. But here's where it gets tricky. Her father is, as mentioned, a false killer whale, which are members of the dolphin family and are not related to killer whales in any way, shape, or form. Well, maybe in size. But the term Wholphin was coined in 1985 when the first offspring of a false killer whale and a dolphin was born, so technically, Kekaimalu falls under that category. Kekaimalu's head resembles that of a false killer whale, but the tip of her nose and fins look like that of a bottlenose dolphin's. She was born 19 years ago, and while most hybrids are born sterile, Kekaimalu has given birth to 3 calves with a bottlenose dolphin as her partner. Number 7. Jaglion. This next story played out like a Shakespearean tale of forbidden love. Once upon a time, Diablo, a male black jaguar, and Lola, a lioness, both came to Bear Creek Wildlife Sanctuary in Canada as cubs. They grew up together and became each other's companion. When they reached maturity, the staff's sanctuary decided to separate their cages to prevent them from mating. But upon separation, both animals became anxious and fell into depression. Lola even refused to eat a single bite of raw meat. The Bear Creek staff eventually decided to put them together again and only separate them during mating season. But the two animals found a way to consummate their love, and in 2006 they were blessed with 2 healthy jaglions named Tsunami and Jazara. The cubs look like a mix of their parents, with Jazara even inheriting Diablo's black spots. In 2012, Lola and Diablo were separated from each other for good, but the two still share a fence and communicate through it. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Goodbye, my love.
Number 6, Liger. Thankfully, this hybrid animal story isn't as tragic as the jag lions. A liger, known as the largest cat in the world, is the offspring of a male lion and a female tiger. They are usually zoo-bred, but lions and tigers may also mate in the wild. The largest liger can grow up to 10.8 feet and weigh more than 400 kilograms. Since they are huge, ligers are prone to obesity, and their abnormal growth places stress on their internal organs, which causes them a lot of illnesses. Most ligers are also known to be sterile. Blame it on their messed up genes. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering, the offspring of a male tiger and a female lion is called a tigon, but that's a story for another day. Number 5, Africanized bees. In 1956, in an effort to combine the African honeybee's copious breeding and the European honeybee's production of honey, Warwick Kerr, a Brazilian scientist, crossbred the two bee species and successfully created a new breed known as the Africanized bees. Things came out sweet in the beginning. The new breed did outperform non-hybrid bees in honey production. That is, until Kerr's assistant accidentally released some of the bees out into the wild. Why is this bad, you ask? Africanized bees are dangerous, aggressive, and invasive. Their sting is 10 times deadlier than regular bees, and they are known to chase after people when provoked. Yikes! Number 4. Wolf dog. Ever since the Stark siblings from Game of Thrones made it cool to own a direwolf, every fan seems to want to own one.
No? Ghost?
Well, rejoice, Godheads, because the closest thing you can get to a direwolf are these wolf and dog hybrids. That is, if you got $5,000 lying around to purchase one of these bad boys. While dogs have originally evolved from wolves, their mental and physical development are different from each other, which makes their love child's temperament rather unpredictable. Wolf dogs are intelligent, but they are less likely to obey commands like sit or stand or play dead or get me a beer. Still, if you can live out your Robb Stark fantasy, I mean, it's worth it, right?
Sent ravens to all the high lords of Westeros.
Number 3, Cama. Did you know that the world's first ever Cama, or camel and llama hybrid, was commissioned by the Crown Prince of Dubai in 1998? But instead of being a crown jewel, it ended up being a royal pain in the neck. Scientists took a year before successfully producing the first Cama named Rama. They wanted to take the best of both animals' features, but Rama came out with fur that's not as good as a llama's. He was not as big as a camel and was grumpier than a camel. Worse, he charges at people and bites them. In the hopes of giving lonely Rama some company, in 2002, a second Cama named Camilla was successfully produced, and as of 2008, 5 Camas have already been born. Guess what their favorite song is? Cama, 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 chameleon.
You come and go.
Number 2, Grolar Bears. In case you need more reasons to believe that climate change is real, I present to you these part grizzly, part polar bears that's a result of the Arctic region getting warmer, further blurring the lines between tundra and sea ice. Grolar bears were first discovered in 2006 and have since turned up 8 more times over the years. Normally found in Alaska and Canada, grizzly bears are moving north as their natural habitat becomes warmer, bringing them in contact with polar bears who live on Arctic coastlines. This meeting created an overlap in species, and as the world becomes warmer, scientists are expecting their numbers to grow. Before we go to our number 1 pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content, and of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app's settings. Number 1, Narluga. They look like they're straight out of a Steven Spielberg movie, but as Mark Twain said, truth is stranger than fiction. And that is what happened when whale hunter Jens Larsen discovered these narwhal/beluga hybrids in the 1980s. Narlugas have gray skin, beluga-like flippers, and narwhal-esque tails, so when Larsen first caught them, he was so mystified that he kept one of the skulls for further study. Both narwhals and belugas are of the same size, share the same waters, and have the same number of chromosomes. But scientists still can't find answers on how the species mate. The curious thing is that female narwhals prefer to mate with male narwhals with tusks, but belugas don't have tusks to court the female narwhal with. Still, they manage to copulate. The most curious thing about this unicorn of the sea is its teeth. Belugas have 40 teeth and narwhals are nearly toothless, but their offspring had 18 teeth in strange shapes, which suggests a different feeding habit than its parents, making it one of the most fantastic beasts of all time. So, which among these hybrids made your jaw drop? Let us know in the comments section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? From the weirdest to the wildest, we got them all covered, so check out our ranking of the 10 most aggressive animals in the world. Till then, stay unique, Factnatics, and see you in the next video.